Good morning. Today is, well, actually the next 2 days are crazy build days for me. So I've got a lot of stuff to do. In my spare time, I'm working on this. This is a Skyline. This is an 80s or an early 90s Skyline. A Skyline that is being done. All I'm doing in this one right now is I'm doing an air ride system, but I have to make all new paneling for the car. Now, this is a very cheap budget. I mean, we're talking cheap budget. I think I've got maybe $600 tops to do this with. So I'm doing this because this is actually another shop, and they're wanting to see what we can do. And this is the actual owner's vehicle and stuff. So we're going to go ahead and do this build, and what we're doing is as you can see right now, I'm doing the baseline paneling. Now, in this build, I'm going to do something that some of you are probably going to think is cheap, but it's not, okay? And I'm going to explain the reason why it's not, okay? I've been building for a very long time. I have been doing so much damn different work that you guys have seen and used and have benefited from the designs and everything that I've done over the years. Now, one of the things that I've learned, one of the main things you have to learn about doing this kind of work is you have to be able to make some form of money. Okay, that has to happen. Okay, you can't build these things and think that, oh look, I'll just charge them X amount of dollars and that'll be it. These are onesie twosies, but the reality is I do a lot of this work. I do actually more of this work than I do actually of the cheap stuff. Like say a radio and 4 or alarms that you guys do a lot of, or something for remote starts and stuff like that over here on the East Coast. But here on the West Coast and stuff, we do a lot of custom work. So what I'm doing is that this one is being built with cardboard. So all the outlining paneling will actually be all cardboard, but it will be fiberglassed. Okay, so all these panelings will actually be glassed up to finish out the look of what I'm going to have in the end. Like here, I've got to do the whole trunk arm go around around this area here to allow the trunk arm to come down. But basically, I wanted to make a uniform trunk so that from right to left, even though there's a gas door on one side and there's a non-gas door on the other side, I believe so. Yeah. And so what ends up happening is that one side is different from the other. But I'm going to make it uniform. Now the pieces that will be wood, that'll actually be out of wood, will have to be the floor because it has to carry weight. So that'll actually be out of wood there. But all the outside perimeter panels will be done in cardboard. Now, like I said, you guys are probably like, what the hell? He's making it out of cardboard. That's even what Brian said. He's like, oh my God, you're making it out of cardboard. That's crazy. But actually, the reality is no, it's not. Because what I'm doing here is that I'll be glassing over the cardboard so that I can get actually a pattern that I really like. And the thing I like about using cardboard is it's easy to whittle. I know that's an old word, but truly it is. So like say for instance, you're working on a corner or something like that, like say for instance in this area here, and you need to get this to be perfect. Well, you can take a knife edge, you can take a knife edge right here, and you can come up with a perfect line just by doing that, by using cardboard. Now, if we did it wood, what we'd end up having to do is we'd probably have to Bondo it, we'd have to come back at it a couple of different times. And like, say, for instance, let's say here, this crease, right here. All I got to do is I got to cut, score a line on the backside, and I can create this nice crease line right here for the cardboard without any problems whatsoever. And then here I've got two joining pieces, and what I just simply used right now, and this is just simply to hold it together. This is not for reinforcement or anything like that. This is just something to hold it together. This is just simply grill cloth, contact cemented on, call it a day. So, these are to me. I mean, these are the fundamentals of what we have to learn in terms of not being egotistical, okay? We make amazing things with our hands, but we have to be creative. We have to learn that there are other ways of doing things other than, like say for instance, right now, the thing, and it's no offense to anybody, but drives me crazy. This stack building, that is just, I don't even know where to go with that, okay? Because to me, it's like I could waste so much time doing that. Here, I mean, you got to understand something. I built this as you're looking at right now, just as it is. this is maybe an hour of work. Tops, and I mean absolutely tops, I've got maybe about an hour into this. I would probably say that I could probably finish the whole thing out maybe at about 4 hours. I'll probably have the rest of this, the sides and everything all completed probably in about 4 hours. So, again, it's about learning your craft. It's about being more creative, about doing things, and understanding there are many different ways of getting to the same result. Okay, and it'd be great. Now, one of the nice things about this, and one thing I did not mention on this thing, is by doing it this way, it's incredibly light. Okay, now this is heavy cardboard. This isn't like thin little tiny cardboard. This is 250-pound, type cardboard. So it's what we call a triple layer type cardboard. And what that does for us is that by having that thickness there, the matrix of the cardboard helps us create the structure, the rigidity that we need. And then I'll glass over the whole thing. And then once that's done, it's permanent in its shape, so it's not going to change anymore. So, but anyway, basically, I just wanted to kind of give you an overview of the trunk of this. I'll show it to you when I'm done with it. And I've got a rush, but I got multiple things to do today. So right now, this is my Encore display, as you can see in raw format. So I've got to build that one there. So, and then on top of that, fighting a cold. So, but anyway, I will get back with you guys later about this. I'll show you some more about this and how this all lays out and the air compressor and all the other components that are going to go in here. But again, like I said, I'm just mainly talking about this outside perimeter wall. None of it is holding anything. It's not for... I don't have to mount anything onto them. It's just cosmetic. And so if you ever think about the factory, systems, they're just plastic. They're these thin little plastic pieces. So I'm doing nothing more than different than the way that the factory would do it, except that I'm making it out of cardboard and fiberglass, and that's it. So anyway, you guys have a great morning. I will talk to you guys later, and see you later. Bye.